Welcome, Ellie Bauer. We're here with the 2017 MCAL Pitcher of the Year. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you, Coach Ella?
I'm good, thank you. So how long have you played softball?
I've been playing softball since I was 5 years old. So it's been about 15 years now, almost 16 years of softball.
Wow. And what made you want to play softball in college?
I always knew I wanted to play softball in college ever since I was little. My dad used to tell me that he just wanted me to be good enough to compete at the high school level, but that wasn't enough for me. I wanted to be able to compete with the best of the best at the collegiate level and get that experience.
Wow. And what's your schedule like as a student athlete?
It's really crazy, but really rewarding. We have early morning weights on Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 6 or 6:30 in the morning, and then I'll usually go to class, and then straight from class I'll go to practice for 3 or 4 hours a day, and then I'll go from practice to more class, and then wake up the next morning and do it again. But it's really rewarding to be able to get work in and get an education and be with my friends.
And who has been your most memorable coach and why?
My most memorable coach is probably Bill Gato, our 10U, 12U, 14U travel ball coach. He's been the most memorable just because he had a big personality, but he had a great way of explaining things and letting us know that we were better than we thought we were on the field.
Where do you go to school?
I go to California State University of Monterey Bay.
Nice. And what are you, the Otters?
We're the Otters.
No Otters. Is that the
whiskers?
The whiskers. The whiskers. How is being on a college softball team? Is it much different compared to travel ball or high school?
It's really different, especially compared to high school. There's a lot more work than I ever thought I'd have to put in, but there's also a lot more reward for your work, and it's really nice to have like such a tight-knit community of friends and teammates and coaches, and the whole student athlete experience. Every student athlete at my school is really, really close to each other.
And then what are some words you would like to say to some younger softball or baseball players who want to be playing in college?
Keep working hard, keep putting in the work. Always remember that if you love your sport, you're going to find the right place to play. If you love your sport and put in the work, you'll find somewhere to play.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Ellie Bauer.
Of course.
Hi, I'm with Lulu Gebbie, and I'm interviewing her on her student athlete life. Hi, Lulu.
Hi, how are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Good, thanks.
So where do you go to college?
I go to school in New York at Columbia University.
Nice. And what sport are you doing?
I'm on the rowing team. I'm on the women's rowing team there. I rowed in high school and then got recruited and just finished my first year.
Nice. How was your first year?
It was great. I really loved the school and the team, and obviously it was cut short a little bit. I mean, we were sent home early, but I loved every second of being there and was really not wanting to leave.
And how was the practice schedule or your schedule in general?
Yeah, so it was a bit of an adjustment. We would practice in the mornings, every morning. So we would have practice from 6. We would catch the bus at 6:15 and drive to our lake or our boathouse. We have 2 different practice areas. And then we would be back on campus around 10. So it was very early, and that was an adjustment. But it was nice to be able to work out and see your friends in the morning, and then have the rest of the day open to do what you want and focus on school.
Awesome. And what are you majoring in?
I'm an environmental science major.
Sweet. How did you get into rowing?
So I used to be a swimmer when I was in elementary and middle school, and then I hurt my shoulder, and my family suggested that I try rowing. And I was kind of on the fence about it, and then I went to one of the summer camps that they had, loved it, and then tried out my freshman year of high school, and then have been doing it ever since.
Wow. What would you give advice to student athletes that are starting college?
I would say to branch out and meet as many people as you can and try and be friends with as many people as you can. It's scary, but everyone else is also scared, even if they don't look scared or act scared. Everyone's in a new place. You're gonna have a great time. You are where you're supposed to be, and just like make the most of it.
Perfect. And what's the most rewarding part about being a student athlete?
I think being a part of a really strong team of 50 women and being able to train together and compete together and have this bond of playing a sport together, I think is a really unique friendship and relationship that I have with these teammates that I don't find anywhere else.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
Of course. See ya.